So, 2019. This is the year that I should have graduated from college. Seeing all my friends graduate was so weird because my entire life I unquestionably knew that I'd graduate from college someday because, that's just what you do. Coincidentally, this is the same year that I filled up my passport, something on the other hand I never thought I'd do. See, a few years back, I decided to take a risk on a dream career that I honestly didn't even know was possible at the time. It's amazing what happens when you decide to unquestionably chase after the things you're passionate about. Holding this thing in my hand, it represents so many things to me. So many memories, people, places, ideas, and moments that never should have happened. But the biggest thing it represents to me is the power of taking risks. Not skydiving, bungee jumping, or diving with sharks. I'm talking about much scarier risks. Risks like moving to a new city, starting a new business, traveling to that one place you've always wanted to. Risks that force you to take a step into the unknown and confront that person that you know deep down you really want to be. So this is to taking risks, to uncomfortable situations, to doing something every single day that scares you. Because in the end, those risks pale in comparison to the greatest risk of all. The risk of spending your entire life doing something you don't truly love. You see, the greatest risk of all was missing out on all of this. So let's start at the beginning. I dropped out of college and surprisingly got interviewed by USA Today for it, and a couple years later I now find myself speaking at colleges. I learned how to scuba dive, I climbed a volcano in Indonesia, I learned how to climb a palm tree. I lived in the desert for a week, held my breath for 4 minutes, and learned how to jump out of a plane. Safely. I bungee jumped off a rusty crane in Thailand.
I definitely did not expect to be doing this today.
And camped under the stars in Hawaii. I sailed on a tiny sailboat in the Caribbean, in the dark, for 18 hours. I saw my first glacier and also crashed a drone. Or two.
Hey, number 4?
Okay, actually like too many to count. I shot some of my favorite musicians and found an island made of salt in the Dead Sea. I also came face to face with some incredible animals that I used to dream about as a little kid. Thanks, Steve Irwin. I got a chance to see the Northern Lights. I saw a deserted island outside the plane window, and it took us a couple of weeks, but we eventually figured out how to get there. Got tattoos for $20 in some dude's living room in Cuba, and also ate some pretty weird shit. Never come to Burma, don't try that stuff. Like that time we ate instant noodles for 10 days straight in Iceland because we literally couldn't afford anything else.
So this is the dinner situation today and every day. Me and Julia are sleeping in the car.
Also ate a few bugs, a squirrel in Myanmar, and goat brain in Mongolia. And honestly, not too bad. Speaking of Mongolia, we literally found the cutest kid in the world there. There's no debate, case closed. I slept in places like this, and slept in plenty of places like this. I'm so grateful for everything I've been able to do the past few years, but like any job, it has some serious drawbacks. When you work for yourself, there's not a second of the day that you're off. There's the long travel days and the loneliness that you just can't avoid. But the worst part was missing friends and family back home. I missed a lot of holidays. This is what breakfast looked like on Easter this year. So Operation Free Breakfast is about to commence, where we just pull up to a Holiday Inn and just go in and eat the breakfast. To be fair, the sign doesn't say you have to stay there to get the free breakfast. One of the things I'm most proud of is creating an online school that helps other people turn their passions for cameras and travel into a full-time job. More on that at the end of the video. But I saw some incredibly rich places, and places with no money at all. And contrary to popular belief, found smiling faces in all of those places. But the most important thing I learned was that none of it would mean anything if it wasn't for the people I was doing it with. I met so many incredible people along the way. People who I never thought I'd get to meet, and so many of them have become lifelong friends. People over places, every single time. And the craziest part is, thinking back, none of what I just talked about would have happened if I hadn't have taken that initial risk. We live in a world where society has a strict idea for our paths, and stepping out of those norms is weird. Being different is somehow bad. Take a second to step back and ask yourself, what do you actually want to do with your life? What makes you happy? What makes you feel alive? To get there, you're going to have to take risks. growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you chase after what you love, the upside is literally everything you've ever wanted, and the only downside is where you are now. Find what you love and do more of that. Dream big and stay uncomfortable. You have no idea what you risk missing out on. Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you guys enjoyed that video. So like I said earlier on in the film, one of the things I'm most proud of doing the past 4 years is actually creating Creator Academy with my friend Kevin. Basically what Creator Academy is a full online curriculum that teaches you step by step how we built our businesses and how we were able to turn our passion for cameras and travel into a full-time career where we get paid to travel the world. When we first started, there was absolutely no roadmap. We just kind of had to like bump into a million different things, make a million mistakes, and eventually we figured out how to get it done. So we wanted to create that resource for people that we didn't have when we first started. The coolest thing in the world for me is seeing other people go out chasing their passions, doing things they love, and that's where the motivation for Creator Academy was born. So with that said, just as a little thank you to you guys for watching, we're gonna be giving away one free spot in the course, which is a $397 value. To enter the giveaway, super simple. Step 1 is to share this video. Facebook, Instagram stories, you can email it to your grandma, you can text it to that weird uncle that you never talk to. However you want to do it, just share this video. Number 2 is just be subscribed to this channel. And lastly, number 3, just leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of this video. Pretty simple, and the winner will be announced April 1st. If you want to check out what the full course entails, link is below. You can go through and kind of see the entire curriculum and everything that we cover in the course. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one.